Commodification of the naira.
Yes.
Commodification of the naira. Monetary policy. Commodification of the naira. Cassava. This cassava.
God.
It don't reach like this. APC don't reach like this. They say me when I give expo. The guy do am like say you won't give him expo.
Cassava. Use cassava.
He do am like person when they enter inside exam hall, we won't go right wrong. They call your attention.
Hey!
If they give you E as option, no tick more. Na wrong answer. Okay, if you don't wonder what happened for this video, this guy went there, this guy that very strong APC followers, as in the guy too much during campaign. Now he carry APC for it, they say, this person where they go inside there, but and the best man, he knows what to do. 4 months later, hey! They don't they give us commodification of naira. Use cassava. Okay. Commodification now when you use something when no give economic value to gain economic value. Okay. So the guy they tell us say make you use cassava. Say cassava don't get economic value. Make use cassava gain economic value for Nigerian currency. In other words, in the tell am say that thing when you talk during campaign say what they will eat cassava but make them no chop am more. May we use am gain economic value. So does it mean now say APC members no trust the person where they put there? And the guy had to echo it. They told us say go to Minister of Finance. If they tell us here, we know they hear word. If you don't go Minister of Finance, you see that cassava here, oh chop am. Person why they pity na take no. Take no when they shout, I got a big cassava. You know when they go take invite her, take no come. You talk say you get big cassava. Bring out all the cassava when you APC don't even trust the person where they put. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't enter. Make everybody find an alternative. Because this one way dollar day 1K. He show me when we go buy one bread 1.2 million. You won't go buy bread, you go carry money for barrel. Mother, give me bread. How many? One. The money where you carry no go do. Madam, you don't count the money. I know how much we bought 1.2 for barrel. This is where you carry now 1.1. Mamma mia.
My president, commodification of the naira. Commodification of the naira. This is how your day Congolese. My president, Your Excellency, commodification of the naira.
Yes.
Commodification of the naira, monetary policy. Commodification of the naira, cassava. Use cassava. 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 Commodification of the naira for monetary policy.
President Bola Tinubu yesterday objected to the release of his Chicago State University CSU records to the candidate of People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the last presidential election, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Tinubu pleaded that if the court was inclined to grant Atiku's application for discovery, it should be limited to only his diploma certificate submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in aid of his qualification for the 2023 presidential election, which he won. But Director of Research and Documentation, Atiku Okowa Presidential Campaign Organization, Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki, said the reason Atiku insisted on open and full disclosure of Tinubu's credentials by the CSU was because they actually belonged to a woman. Obaseki made the allegation during a Zoom conference hosted by London-based psychologist Professor Gold Emmanuel. All right, so Rufai, many things being questioned here. Number one is, okay, the first was, did he attend? CSU says he attended. Number two is present certificate, don't present it. Now they're saying it's a woman that was actually Bola Tinubu at the time.
Anyway,
according to Don Pedro.
That's Don Pedro Obaseki speaking. What will make us ascertain who is when that document is released. And please, it's not about Atiku Abubakar. It's about the integrity of the seat of the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And this is a cry for all Nigerians. It is sad enough that the President legal team has said it's going to cause him irreparable damage. I keep asking, for what irreparable damage? For your own results and transcript to be released? If you're a private citizen, nobody cares about your transcript and your result. But now you are a public citizen. You belong to us, Nigerians. And we have a right to scrutinize all of your documents. And why are you hiding it? In the space of 3 days, 2 appeals against releasing the document. Now you are saying, only release the one limit it to the one I submitted to. No, the whole thing must be in public glare for accountability's sake. Isn't it sad enough that they are reporting the case on American media and we're having certificate discrepancy as regards the office of the President of Nigeria? What is going on? So, President Tinubu, you claimed that you are an A-class student. You are very cerebral. We want to see your glowing academic records in your transcripts. That's all. We've had some schoolmates come out and say that they went to school with you at the same time and all of that. There's even a document circulating that somebody filed and said, oh, under oath, I was this. Let's see the glowing academic record you claim you have, pure and simple. Because this is the seat of the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria here. So when there are people that say they need a document, I think you should be wholeheartedly release it to them and the whole document so that they can see everything, not just limited it to some. Because this is getting shocking by the day. This should be a no-brainer. In fact, before now, and this is not about Atiku Abubakar. This is about the integrity of the seat of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. CSU claimed you came there. You graduated from there. So, hey, why is your school documents and credentials a problem? Why are you having 2 appeals to block them? What's going on? Waiting they happen.
We leave situations like this open, and there seems to be a keen attempt to stop the unveiling of the details of the record of the academic records of the president. It would leave room for speculation. Speculation, as has been done now by Dr. Pedro Obaseki, who is now saying that the person who's actually called Bola Tinubu, who went to CSU, is actually female. Now, if I were in the president's position, and of course I'm not president, I wasn't elected by, millions of people to be president, I would release my results just to demonstrate, number one, that I'm a person of integrity. Law aside, as has been said, it's beyond the election tribunal. This is a matter of national embarrassment, whereby you claim you went to a particular school and it's difficult to give the details just to shush, talks and international embarrassment. We become the butt of jokes across different platforms that we cannot defend a simple certificate, in quote. And so I don't think there should be a need to have to go to court to ask you to present a certificate or to release the records of a university that you went to. It's mind-boggling for me personally, and I think for a number of young Nigerians, it would be the same for them, that if you are working in the private sector and you were asked to present your certificates, you wouldn't tell your boss that, oh, I don't want you to enter, because for me, it's quite mind-boggling, I think, for a number of people. And so what has been or was an election matter is now almost a show of, okay, now you give people room for speculations, mockery, desecration. We have talked about the fact a number of times that we must elevate the office of the president, whereby already you have a pass, with a school cert, you can be president. But then you showed a certificate to say that, and rightfully so, if you went to university, of course you should be proud of your diploma. Now, the access to your records has now become, if you can declare your assets, if you can show health records in certain situations where some people voluntarily show their health records, what is the big deal about a certificate? It's much ado about nothing. So to, kill these unnecessary distractions from the process of governance, present the certificate. Let us have access to it and continue with governance.
Well, in a statement titled 10 Big Lies of Tinubu Administration, Shuaibu said the federal government prefers to use propaganda instead of doing the real work, citing 10 examples, including the statement issued by Ajuri Ngelale, presidential spokesperson, claiming that Tinubu was the first African leader to ring the Nasdaq closing bell. Shuaibu said the statement was retracted because they were caught in a lie. Shuaibu also stated that the proposed meeting between Tinubu and U.S. President Joe Biden on the sidelines of the 78th United Nations General Assembly, as announced by Ngelale, did not hold. And so the said proposed meeting might have also been a lie. Let me just pull up some of his statements, if we can pull those up. He wrote the first lie that was told by Bola Tinubu was in his inaugural speech, where he stated that petrol subsidy is gone, with oil prices now at $94 per barrel and Naira exchanging at 1,000 Naira per dollar. The price of diesel has risen to about 1,000 Naira per litre, while petrol remains at 620 Naira per litre. It is obvious to the discerning mind that petrol is now being subsidized, a position which all marketers have espoused. Nigerians should not be deceived. Tinubu's claim that there is no subsidy is a lie. Another one there, the second lie was told, which I just talked about. Oh, actually, this was the United Arab Emirates had lifted the visa ban on Nigerians immediately, and that all Nigerians were free to visit Dubai. UAE authorities later confirmed to CNN that it was all a lie. He said it was a national embarrassment. The third lie was about what I just read, first African president to ring the Nasdaq bell, which has since been established that Jakaya Kikwete rang the bell on September 21st. I took that story on Friday. Another lie, he said, a statement released by Ajuri Ngelale on August 27th, that Joe Biden was to meet with Tinubu on the sidelines of Onga. That is the only African Biden had requested to meet. It turned out to be another lie because Tinubu departed Onga without meeting President Biden. Another lie was a claim made by Tinubu on the floor of Nasdaq about retooling the exchange rate, but the exchange rate on the I&E window is about 780 Naira to a dollar, while the rate at the parallel market is 1,000 Naira to the dollar. He also talked about the Nigerian Air Force struck by alleged terrorists in Niger State. Another one is Tinubu's when he said a statement about the Central Bank of Nigeria on September 6th, that it will inject 10 billion into foreign exchange market to clear the FX backlog. Another lie. He also talked about Tinubu's inaugural speech, in which he stated that he shall serve with prejudice towards none. He accused Tinubu of running a clannish government. He also talked about the NNPC claiming that they had obtained an Afrexim loan of $3 billion with which it would help stabilize the Naira. I called that another lie. He said it was audio money. Then he said that the 10th biggest lie, which is a scam, he said it was a deceit of the Tinubu administration, which was the Student Loan Act, which he signed on June 12th. The new law provides loans for students' tuition only. But Adele Alake, who was the then special advisor on media and publicity, in a statement said that the government tuition remains free. Oh, are we done?
Oh, we ran out of time.
Oh, we did.
Go.
I didn't even know. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. I lost my. Well, if you can quickly make a statement about
we don't have time.
All right. Well, all right. I didn't even know. Well, I'd like to thank you all.